It's your girl Chris Kanika and I'm back again with another video. As you can tell from the title below, I'm here to react to Tory Lanez's live. He just went live about an hour ago to talk about the Megan situation. We definitely heard Meg's side of it. When she went out live, she was very clear, blunt, and she never spoke about it again. Tory decided to dedicate a whole album to not only Meg, but to every woman he has ever hated. I personally did not listen to the album, but of course Instagram is going to tell you the tea that you need to hear. So right now he's pleading for his innocence, and I don't know if he's doubling down on this within the live. I heard that the live got very emotional. I haven't watched the live. I didn't see it when he was live. I just saw the clips surfacing on the internet, and I was like, wait, he went live? I totally missed it. So I had to come on here and react with y'all. I want you guys to be the people I watch it with. So you guys are gonna get my first and honest reaction on Tory Lanez's live. Me personally, it's not that I dislike Tory, because prior to all of this, I loved Tory Lanez's music. Like, Tory Lanez's music was really heavily played in my soundtrack, on my playlist, on everything. Like, I really rocked with Tory. But I just cannot support the disrespect of any black woman, just for the simple fact that if we don't stick together, who's gonna stick with us? Because we're already disrespected from everyone in the world. So, and I really don't think Meg is gonna just put that shit on him. Like, I really don't. I don't think Meg is just gonna put it on him saying like, oh, he shot me, just to destroy his career. Because honestly, she didn't want to say anything after the fact of it happening. It really took Meg a really long time to even speak on the situation, and it was forced because Tory and his people were trying to put out that they like trying to blame her in sorts. So she said something. She said something off of just protecting herself, you know. So I don't see how she would have lied, because she didn't even want to say it. She didn't even want to say it first. You forced her hand to say it, and now we're gonna sit here and call her a liar. Like, I'm not calling Meg a liar. So I want to hear Tory out, because I damn sure wasn't listening to his album. I really wish that he didn't release the album, and I wish that he went live a long time ago, except from trying to release the album. But the album is out. I didn't listen to it, so I'm really gonna tap in on this live. I want to hear his side of things. I want to hear what he's talking about. So I'm not gonna do too much talking. Let's get right into this video.
So there's some things that I just want to say today. I think that they're very important, and I say I know that there's been a lot of speculation about the things that I've been going through and how I've been. The insensitivities of just me not like talking when y'all wanted me to talk and saying certain things, and I just felt like I owed my fans. I owed it to my fans and supporters of people who, when they look at me and they look at me as a role model, I owed it to those people as a person to just like give them some sort of transparency and some sort of accountability of certain things. I feel like
I fully agree with you. Like, I've been waiting for this.
For those who don't know, for the last 3 months of my life, I've been in this place where, you know, I've been bashed, I've been cut through, just people every single day. It really has been 3 months. That's crazy. And it's crazy because the whole thing about it is like, when this whole debacle, or whatever you call it, came about, the whole time it's like, she knows what happened, I know what happened, and we know that what you're saying and what the alleged things and the alleged accusations of my name is are not true. It's falsified information, it's false information, and it's not accurate information. I don't ever want to come off. So
I don't know about that, Tory. Now get to the point where you tell us your side and get it clear. That's it. Because at this point we don't need no more accusations, like you said. So all of this little talking, get straight to it.
To bash this girl, or I'm here to talk down about this girl, or ever be at a place where like I'm disrespecting her, because to me as a person, she's still my friend. No matter what, even if she doesn't look at me like that, I look at her like she's still my friend. And in the times that we were together or around each other, we've had nothing but joyous moments.
I don't want friends that shoot me.
I'm not gonna keep them. But at the same time, it comes to a certain standpoint of me as a person where it's like, yo, do y'all want me to just sit here and just allow my name to be assassinated, my character to be assassinated, everything that I worked for to get here to just be assassinated for something that I did not do? Something that the events that are being said are not even accurate, and accurately being portrayed to everybody. The narrative that's being created to make me come off like I'm some monster is now what I'm having to live through for 3 months straight of just people just coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. And it's like, yo, I'm not here to beg no sympathy from nobody. I've never been one of those people. I'm not a person that's sitting here like, yo, everybody feels sorry for me. Like, nah. Because at the end of the day, if I did what they're saying I did, then by all means, I would say the same exact thing about me. I say that nigga's a bitch ass nigga. He doesn't respect females. He's a fuck boy, and that nigga deserves no respect. Period. I've never been a person that all of a sudden, you know, is everybody out all of a sudden like, yo, he's this guy who doesn't protect black women, and he's this guy who, but it's like he's this guy who doesn't care about black women. That's what the narrative is now switched into, and certain things like that. And it's like, hold on, I need y'all to really back this up. When have I not showed out for black women? Every single one of my videos, the lead girl is black. From Say It to Love to now. Like, when have I not showed love to black women? I made 5 chick tapes about black love, about a black relationship, about a ghetto relationship like that. Like, you feel me? Like, when did I become this person? Like, my favorite song on the last chicks tape that I put out was Beauty and the Benz. And that was a record that with Snoop Dogg that I loved. And
he did dedicate that video to black women. I'll give him that. Yeah.
Instead of me even being inside of the video, like really take me in for a second. Instead of me even being in the video, and this is before all this, instead of me being in the video, I made the video all about the empowerment of black women. There's nothing but different types of black women in the video, all shapes, sizes, colors, ages, that just shows the love in what I'm doing. And it's like all of a sudden a narrative comes out with no factual evidence, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. And it's like, yo, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I understand, like, and I support the whole movement of protecting black women, but I want to speak on something. And sometimes, you know I'm not always in the right place to speak on things, but this is something that I went through, so I feel like I'm able to speak on it. I am all for protecting black women. That is something that is one of the most important things that needs to be taken serious, and awareness needs to be brought to. And regardless, if this debacle, regardless of what you guys think happened, if this situation caused you guys to pay more attention and more awareness, from the beginning of time, when you really think about how this works, like from the beginning of time, we've been taught to be with our own heritage, and from the beginning of time, we've been taught to be with our own heritage. White man and white woman, white girl and white man, Spanish man, Spanish woman, Indian man, Indian woman. When you guys start making it like put black men down and protect the black women, I'm not saying you guys, I don't mean to make it like, oh, you're attacking, but when we as a whole make it protecting black women means putting down black men, then it comes to a point where it's like,
putting down black men. Even Meg, when she did the SNL live and she did the whole speech that was behind her performance where it said protect black women, she said we need to protect black women, and then her next line was we need to love our black men and protect our black men. So nobody is saying to protect black women you have to degrade a black man. Like, nobody has ever said that, Tory. Nobody, not even Meg herself has said that. Meg has tried to protect you in so many ways. In so many ways. Us black women protect black men 10 times more than they protect us. A black man would do a black woman so dirty and we will still protect them. Like, don't even say that. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Like, get to your side of the story. Get to the point, and don't try to shit on the movement of protecting black women and saying how we're degrading black men, because that's definitely not it. That's never been it, and I haven't heard any sentiment of the sort.
Okay, well, who's going to protect black women? Who is supposed to be protecting black women?
Hopefully black men.
It has to be black men. It's not the white man.
Hopefully.
It's not the Spanish man.
Hopefully.
It's not the man who, it's not none of those. It's not the Chinese man. It's not none of those men. It is who is black men. It's black men. And I'm not saying that black men aren't the people who in times who aren't the people who inflict certain issues and mental issues and certain things that girls go through. Like, black men are very much the cause of a lot of things that women go through because of At the end of the day, like the way we were raised, certain standpoints, maybe we didn't have a parent around. Some things were just not here to, whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, it's like you gotta remember at the standpoint, if the man is supposed to be, and I say this loosely because I don't want anybody to take this out of context. If the man is supposed to be the head and a woman is supposed to be the neck, y'all gotta think about this. In order for the head to move,
is he really taking it there? Is he really taking it there?
For the head to move left, right, whatever it is doing, it needs the guidance of the neck. It needs the guidance of the woman. In order for me to smell and use my 5 senses on my face.
I've heard somebody use this quote before. It was actually a married woman, and she was talking about how her marriage works. She was like, my man is the head, he leads, but I'm the neck. I give him direction, I give him guidance, I show him the way. And the way how she put it and the way how Tory's trying to use this is some bullshit. Tory's using it in some bullshit way, and the way that woman used it, I understand it. Like, I fully get it. Tory's trying to save his ass right now, and I'm really not liking it. Like, do not, I already said what I said on it. Y'all already heard what I just said 2 seconds ago, and I stand 10 toes with that. Nobody has ever used the sentiment of protect black women and degrade black men. Nobody has even done a movement like that. So the fact that he's trying to even just insinuate that is some bullshit.
For me to lean in or whatever the case is, I still need to use the neck. I still need to be guided by a woman. So regardless, it's like I don't feel like I should be torn down. If anything, before y'all know the story, like learn the story first, learn the factual parts of the story first, and then come at me and be like, yo, you need to fix this and fix that if that's what you feel like I did. But instead I'm being torn down.
So what did you do? So what did you do? Get to what you did.
But anyways, let's get into this.
Thank you.
I want to get into this because it's very important for me to just say this. I'm not here to bash this woman.
Just say it.
I'm not here to come down on this woman.
Just say it.
I'm not here to...
Alright, you talking too much.
I marry as an information. Let's start this off. When the original report came out, and it was a TMZ report about this, that, and the third, and there was gunshots in Kylie Jenner's house, and Tory Lanez goes to jail. They gave y'all all the facts and the juice of Tory Lanez going to jail, and this, that, and the third, and Megan getting arrested, and da-da-da-da. 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation.
Academics. Why is academics in the comments? She lied on you? Question mark, please stop.
We heard you're going to make a statement about what happened, and it be in your best interest if you don't make that statement.
Ooh.
So I'm like, oh, okay. I don't understand what the issue of me telling my fans, like, yo, look, it's not that serious of a deal. I went to jail for whatever this is. Like, I didn't get for that 2 days why that was an issue. 2 days later, the TMZ report come out. TMZ reports and have the surveillance now. Now they see the video of the arrest. You see Megan, you see me, and you see it's all sprawled out on the ground in bathing suits and blah, blah, blah. And everything I'm saying is public record. You can go back and look at this shit. You can go back and see it. Like, you feel me?
It better be public record because, like,
you know,
it better be public record for the simple fact that he's really facing charges, y'all. Like, this could be used against him in court.
It didn't make her look good. It didn't make any of us look good. And I didn't want that for her. I don't see that for anybody. So all of a sudden, when we get arrested, or when it looks like we all got arrested, the memes start. Now I want to really bring you guys in for a second so you can understand something. And
why is he talking about memes? Tell us your story.
She is a person I spent enough time with her to observe and understand something about her, where it's like she's going through a lot. She goes through a lot. She deals with a lot on her day-to-day basis. And because of that, she's not used to, you know, and not even just because of that, but just because of the fact that she's been praised so much. We've always looked at her as like, yo, that's hip-hop sweetheart. Like, she's nice, she's talented, whatever the case is, cool. And because of that, like, we've never seen a moment where the memes have come at her, where the memes are like, yo, nigga, let's laugh at your pain. Ah, ha, 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 ha. She's never had to deal with that.
That's not true. People have always made fun of Meg. People have made so much fun of Meg since the day she came out. Like, I didn't say it, but memes have said that, like, oh, she's a transgender. Like, that's been a meme. That's been going on since she came out, just because she's tall and she's thick. And then, like, people were even coming at her when her mom died, which is sick as fuck, but people in the world are sick. So that's not true. People have had worse memes about Meg than that shooting. So Tory, cut the shit and get to your story. Where's your story?
So everything that's been happening has been a reaction off of what's been going on. So it gets down to this point now where it's like, now the reports are starting to say, okay, well, everyone's pointing to different things. No one really knows what's happening, but nobody has ever said she got shot. Nobody has ever said she got shot. Not TMZ, not the police report at this point. Nothing is saying that she got shot. Soon as she sees herself on video with the bikini and things like that, and it looks bad, she then comes out and says, yo, the narrative of me getting cut by glass, it's just not true. She doesn't point at nobody or anybody or say anything or anything like that. She just says the narrative that whatever came out of me being cut by glass is not true. I was shot in my feet with the intention to harm me and put harm and danger upon me, right? So, okay, cool. Like, all of a sudden, the affiliates of her circle start pointing, like, little subliminal fingers, like, count your days, and, like, I won't be around, and you shooting their feet, and, like, little funny things that they start doing. And I'm kind of like, damn, hold on, where are y'all about to take this? Because y'all told me not to make a statement, so I'm trying to figure out where y'all taking me to, I don't get it. So, then, at this point, she goes live because people are not really understanding the story or whatever cases. She waits. She doesn't go on, a time when it's just a regular time. For y'all who don't understand, it was one of those things where me and her knew what was going on, but y'all didn't know what was going on. She went live on my birthday with all her jewelry on, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then she says, yo, and the thing about the whole jewelry thing is like, my bad. She knew that it wasn't a situation where, she knew she had to do certain sympathetic things, I guess, to push the narrative, and I don't know who told her to do certain things like that, and I'm not the one who's trying to, ever point the finger at anybody. But when it really comes down to it, it's like, you went on live on your birthday, and then you said, on my birthday, and then you said, I got shot in my foot, and it didn't hit no bones or tendons. So everybody's looking at this, and again, the internet is a sick place. This is a place where people don't give a fuck about you, they do what they do, they antagonize, and they do what they do. You go in and you see you get shot in your foot, no bones or tendons. The internet goes into an outrage because some people are like, hold on, how you not get shot? How you get shot in your foot and it don't hit no bones or tendons? Like, whoever is watching this, if you need to go on Google and look at a foot anatomy of bones and skeletons and tendons, you realize there's 30 bones in your feet and 100 tendons, some crazy number like that, right? So, she now gets to this place where the people are like, hold on, and again, the internet is sick. The internet starts coming at her and saying, yo, show your feet, because we're seeing you at DJ Khaled's house and you're on your tippy toes, and then we're seeing that you're, that you're here, and they're antagonizing her. They're brutally coming for her and not giving her, I guess, what it is that she needed. But it gets to this point where now she posts a picture of a foot. And she posts this picture of her foot. There's no exit wound. There's a lot of inconsistencies in the story. And she says under the post, you see, I got shot in the back of my foot because when I was walking away from the car, she says she puts this in capital letters. She says, I was walking away from the car and I got shot in the back of my foot. She doesn't ever show the other foot that she claims she got shot in. And I'm not trying to, again, I hate that this is coming off like I'm trying to come for her and whatever cases, but this is what I'm having to endure and watch when I'm knowing certain facts. So it gets to, it gets to this place where I'm just like, bro, this is not me, and I don't deserve this. I'm
gonna insert all the posts and pictures that he's talking about. I'm gonna insert it on this video.
I don't deserve to have to go through this. I never have been somebody who's had domestic cases. I've never hit no woman. I've never had abusive cases with no woman. You can't pull those type of facts up on me. I don't have those. So it's like, I just didn't understand why I'm going through this. So now it gets to this point where she posts this picture of her foot and everyone's seeing certain things and everyone's, saying certain things about her foot. And some people think it's real. Some people don't think it's real. And it gets to this place where some people are just not believing it. So she posted a picture. There's no bullet tray. Where are they taking out the bullets for the pan? This is what's going on. Where are they taking out the bullets for the pan? I don't understand. Where's the surgeon? You're not in a surgical room. And anybody who knows, this is it clearly had to be the first day that you've taken this picture. So if this is the first day that you've taken this picture, it's where's all the evidence? Why are you not in a surgical room? First of all, you're not even allowed to take pictures in a surgical procedure. That is against the law. It doesn't matter if you're famous or not. So it gets to this point now where it's like, she says, I was shot from behind, and blah, 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 this, that, and the third, and I was walking away. And she puts that, and then she deletes the post after. But that contradicts with the first post, because you said somebody came out to hit you with malicious harm and danger, to put you in harm and all this danger and all this stuff. How can you identify who's shooting at you if you're facing the other way? How can you even identify criminal or malicious intent if you're not seeing what's going on behind you? It doesn't even make sense. And so it's like, I'm looking at this and I'm just like, yo, this is not right. Like, and I do see when people are getting at her, and there's times when I'm like, damn, like, do I help her, or do I speak up and say, yo, don't talk about her, whatever the case is, but if I do that, then it's like I'm coming off like I'm guilty. And then if I say something about having remorse, like I would like to, or saying something about certain things, it's like I come off like I'm guilty of something that I didn't do. So I had to be quiet on certain places. Now, I need y'all to really take this in and understand like how this works at this point. When all this starts happening, LA Times, okay, this is put in public information. LA Times puts out an article, and in the article they say, this is the initial report. Two sources close to the investigation said that she got cut by glass, and she said that she got cut by glass. So then it's like, people see that, okay, hold on, they're saying on the initial police report with Officer Santiago, whatever his name is, you can go look this up. This is on LA Times.
What the fuck?
That's when it gets to this point where it says, okay, they reported no gunfire wound in her foot. They just reported a woman with a foot injury. So you gotta understand, like, this is what's in their initial police report. Fuck all the Instagram, fuck the other shit. This is just what's in the police report. So you gotta understand, like, I'm getting to a point where I'm like, wow, I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, like, at the end of the day, like, maybe some people might see this, maybe some people might not.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow.
It gets to academics, it gets to Hollywood Unlocked, it gets to certain places, right? She comes out with this tweet that says, keep talking and I'm gonna stop sparing you. It's like, my love, I have not been on the internet for 3 months. I have not been on the internet for 3 months. And then 30 minutes later, it just goes on live. And it's like me telling.
Nah, Tory is still funny. I'm sorry. He said, but my love, I haven't been on the internet for 3 months.
Yo, keep talking, my nigga, and I'm gonna slap you. And then I just slap you. It's like, you didn't do anything for me to slap you, I just slapped you. So it's like, who was talking to who? Who are you saying to keep talking to? I don't understand. Whatever. It gets past this point. And it gets to a place where now she says, I'm gonna stop sparing you, whatever case. She gets on live. Now, because it got on academics that there was no gunfire wound on the initial report, everyone starts going to her page. Again, she starts reacting to certain things. Now, I'm gonna say one thing. I'm not getting mad at her or whatever it is, because I understand that she is dealing with a lot. Like, when it comes down to, you gotta understand, she lost both of her parents, and I do sympathize with that. I lost my mother, and when I lost my mother, I realized one thing. When you lose a parent, you could be highly susceptible to people around you that are giving you parental guidance or things that feel like parental guidance, to believing that it is parental guidance, and you go with it. That's happened to me. I've been at that place where I've listened to a lot of people that led me down the wrong road because it felt like parental guidance that I should have been getting from my mother or my father that at that time wasn't around, or whatever the case is. So, that
makes sense.
So now it gets to this point now.
I'll give him that. It makes sense.
She comes out and she goes, listen, you guys and all this extra shit, this nigga keep talking about me. And I'm like, I'm over here watching this like, yo, what did I say? I didn't say nothing. I said nothing to you. It's nothing. This nigga keep talking about me, bro. And so, you know what? Now we just gonna do it. This nigga Tory shot me, bro. This nigga shot me. He shot me. She gets into it. This nigga shot me. She starts breaking down the story. And I want y'all to pay close attention to how she breaks down the story. Okay? Really pay close attention. She breaks down the story and she says, yo, I'm arguing. I'm in the car. I'm arguing with this nigga. I'm tired of arguing with this nigga. We get into a heated argument. I'm tired of arguing with this nigga. I get out the car. This nigga get out the car and he starts shooting me. For no reason, he starts shooting me. So boom, then the cops pull us over and da-da-da. Hold on, let's take the first facts back to what you just said. So you mean to tell me that you're in a car with a person and this person is arguing with you, this person has gotten you to a place of like, yo, I don't even want to be around you, like I'm above this, I'm out of here. You get out of the car because the heated argument is so heated, and then this person gets out and shoots you in both of your feet, and you jump back in the car? Why would you jump back in the car with a dangerous man who just did a dangerous crime to you, who did this criminal intent to you, and all this? Why? Why would you jump back in the car? Well, yo, then the police pull us over, and I see, you know what I'm saying? We're all black in the car. There's a gun in the car, so I don't even want to be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get in more trouble, and I'm trying to protect this man. I'm trying to protect this man because at the end of the day, it's niggas getting shot out here. She then throws the black card at me. I'm trying to protect this black man. My love, nobody ever reported that you got shot but you. So how are you trying to protect me? At what point were you trying to protect me?
Beloved, nobody ever reported you got shot but you. Tory, why are you being funny right now?
Like, you know I got a child. You know that these type of situations, even an accusation, is something that I can't even be playing with. I don't even play with my life like that. So why would that, that to me just doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. Yo, I lied to the cops. I lied to the doctors. Let me tell you why they saying there's glass in my feet, though. Because I lied to the cops. I lied to the doctors. I lied to this, that, and the third. Ladies and gentlemen, I need us to really understand what she's saying here.
You can't lie about a bullet wound.
You mean to tell me that these medical doctors that are in an ambulance that work on-site injuries 24/7 for all day, that have to know every type of on-site injury, the specifications on the type of on-site injuries, so they can treat it right? You mean to tell me you lied to these people and they just treated you for glass when you had a bullet in you? If that's what you're saying, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's just...
Tory kind of makes a point. We gotta give credit when credit is due, and he makes a fucking point. If there really is a bullet in your foot, you can't say it's glass. You can't. That's a fact. Now that's a fact. Niggas know a bullet wound when they see one. That's a fact.
They were dumb. You mean to tell me that the cops who were called for a gunshot in a Suburban or whatever the car was, found that same Suburban and found a gun in it, see you leaking, and didn't check you for bullet wounds? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say they were dumb. You then further said, yo, I'm at a cop mouth like a motherfucker smoking. You then say, oh, well, I was trying to protect this black man, so I never said nothing. I didn't want them to shoot me. I didn't want them to kill me. Okay, but when me and Kelsey and Vaughn were over there being questioned, you were in a stretcher. No one is going to shoot you in a stretcher. You had plenty of time to tell the cops that you were in danger. You had plenty of time. I'm not protecting somebody who just heinously shot me after a conversation that we just had. My mind is not on protecting you. I'm bleeding from my feet. I'm thinking about protecting my own life, and I'm in danger. Why would you not say that with 2 feet bleeding from 2 bullet holes, from what you're saying? I don't understand that. And then there's this whole narrative of, you know, like, I didn't want to put this black man on you know, I didn't want to get him in trouble, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm protecting this man, and he keeps talking, and so now, you know, he keeps getting his media team to start doing certain things to make me look incredible and to smear me. And to make him look good, and to make it look like I'm not... Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, have I been around in the last 3 months saying anything? Have you seen in the last 3 months one article that made me look good during this? One? Have you seen it? You haven't seen it nowhere. Because at the end of the day, my PR team is not out here playing with my jeopardy of my life and freedom. Y'all are doing this for the internet. This is my life. I'm the only person with the case. So at the end of the day, when you sit there, y'all, like, I'm not gonna jeopardize my son, even if I know, regardless of what I know, it will come to light, and the truth will come to light, and no issue with that. I have no issue with that. But I need y'all to understand, like, I'm a human being, bro. Like, this shit hurts, bro. Seeing my friends, people that I had on quarantine radio, be people that were just like my real, like at least people I thought were my friends, like people I thought were like cool people, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, everybody just shunned me. I showed everybody love at the top of the year. Everybody was on quarantine radio, hee hee ha ha ha.
True.
And the second y'all have an accusation, not even evidence, niggas just come bash me.
It was a good accusation.
Who just I don't get a say. Then I understand. Sometimes the way I move is unconventional, you know. And I came to a place where I was dealing with so much just talk and heat and just people coming at me that I made music because I was like, this is how I can speak through what I gotta do. This is how I can. We get so mad about artists making songs about the same thing: money, chains, and cars. So when a nigga comes out and says his true passion, puts his true heart, his emotions, the pain that he's dealing with his baby mother, his child, when a nigga goes and does that and pours his emotion into the tape, or what, he wrong? I'm wrong? I get shunned off. They took me off of every single playlist. They took me off of every playlist. They didn't want my story to come out. They didn't allow my story to come out because it came off insensitive. I came off insensitive to people. Now I want to speak on this. I don't ever want anybody to ever think that I've been insensitive to Breonna Taylor. I marched 9 days straight in Miami for her and George Floyd. I would never, bro, I mourned this woman as well. And everyone said, listen, we're mourning a black woman today and you dropped an album? How dare the disrespect?
It's true.
Guys, let's bring this back. That day that I dropped that album, my mom, that was her birthday. And that was also the day she died. So I was also mourning a black woman. My mother. That meant a lot to me. My
I didn't know that.
Daystar, I'm her youngest son. That meant a lot to me. And all I was doing was giving a truthful album about what I'm going through. And I thought that people were going to be able to hear it and feel me. But they didn't do that. And I don't expect, you know, everyone to just jump into my side because at the end of the day, I didn't deserve that for the way that I handled this. There's been insensitive things that I've done I apologize for, as far as me not talking to y'all, addressing y'all, coming to y'all sooner and saying, yo, bro, I ain't do this, my nigga. But y'all gotta understand the reason why I wasn't able to do that. Once they made this an actual thing, I immediately called the lawyer and was just like, yo, what can I do here? Because there's times I was like, I'm gonna just say the whole story right now. They need to know. No, you're not allowed to talk. I will handle that for you in the court of law. So at that point, it gets to a standpoint where it's like, you know, my bad, my shit dry. But look, it gets to a point where it's like, I'm sorry that right now, like, this is getting me a little riled up. It's just like, I'm a human being, bro. Like, I feel what you niggas feel. I go through the things that y'all go through, bro. Anybody on this comment list, anybody watching this right now, if you have ever been at a place where somebody has, for the day, just been like, yo, fuck you, or somebody just hit you with a bad comment and niggas are going at you, or any celebrities that have been at a place where niggas are just coming at you, imagine just going through that for 3 months straight, just niggas, and you know that you're a talkative nigga that will say, nigga, nah, but you have your hands tied behind your back because legally you can't put anything else in jeopardy because it's not about Instagram at that point. It's about the well-being of my family and the mother of my child and my child. And at that point, I had to make a decision on whether or not this was more important or Instagram likes and the understanding of this or whatever case was more important.
So how did we get here? Because the case isn't over. So he's doing a lot of talking right now, but honestly, he didn't talk about his story. He really just broke down Meg's story and the faults in it. So I want to see how he got to this point.
I've never been a person that's I've never been a person that's not expressed how he feels. There's things that I feel today, and I want y'all to understand something. Through every single thing that I'm going through the judge or not the judge, the accusations and the charges of 22 years and everything, I keep a smile on my face. Why? Because I know what I know. I know what I know. And at the end of the day, I'm not afraid of certain things because I gotta be strong for the people around me, dog. I have to be. Because they can't see me weak right now. They can't see that. I can't allow, my fans can't see me weak right now. I can't allow them to do that. And I'm not a weak person. I pray to God this whole experience has gotten me so much closer to God and made me understand certain things about certain people and how they gonna operate when something happens. And it made me realize this is how people operate and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is another thing I want to address on, and I don't care who looks at me, how they look at me. Like, my point of this is not to make y'all start bashing her. It's not to make y'all start bashing her. When she's bashed, I don't feel good. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like, damn, bro, like this whole situation in itself is causing this girl mental trauma, bro. That's still somebody I care about. I do not want to see her like that, bro, ever. I don't want to see her like that, bro. It is what it is. And if nobody looks at that how they look at it, bro, it is what it is, dog. But I never want to see her weakened or her put down or her whatever, because then it goes against exactly what I'm talking about. How am I going to advocate for protecting black women if I'm doing something to bash her and bring her down? All I'm trying to let y'all know and understand here is it's the facts. It's the facts of what y'all got to understand. I can't allow at some point, it's just like I was waiting for my court date so I can say something, and when I finally said it, or when the court date finally came, I finally am here and I'm being able to say what I have to say. And so if I'm coming off in any kind of way that's not the way that you want, I apologize, but I had to get this off my chest. And so it just is what it is. The truth will come to the light in the court of law. If y'all don't believe me, you don't believe me. It is what it is. If you do, you do. But I really just send prayers and love to her camp. I send prayers and love to the people around me. And I don't want us to be beefing. I don't want y'all to think that this is a Meg versus Tory thing. I'm not.
Tory. All right. I'm not gonna shit on Meg. I still gotta stand with Meg. Meg is a black woman. However, there is faults in her story. Because what he said is accurate. Like, you did not fool medical professionals and tell them it was glass. And then it was a gun wound. But I didn't see the police report. I wasn't at the hospital. I'm just going off of what was said on Instagram. I'm going off of what Megan said. I'm going off of what he's saying. So if it is true in the police reports that they said it was glass, then that does change a lot, because you're not fooling medical professionals. They're going to check that shit out. But from what I've seen on Instagram, the cops were called because they heard gunshots. So something's not adding up here. I'm not the court of law. I'm not the judge or the jury. They just gotta figure that shit out. They gotta figure that shit out. From what he's saying, that shit fake kind of makes sense, low key, if everything he's saying is accurate. Because if somebody did shoot you, I don't remember her saying when I was on Meg's live, because I actually watched Meg's live. I was there live when she went live, and I don't remember her saying she got out the car. I think she said that they shot her from behind the seat. So that's the only thing that I think he has fucked up. Because in her live, she never said she got out the car. She said that they shot her from behind the seat. She was sitting in the front seat, and all three of them were sitting in the back. Which is also weird, because, like, why are you sitting in the front? But I guess because she's the tallest. I don't know. But that's what she said. So then his whole story of, like, why would you get out? And then, but honestly, if I got shot in my foot by some maniac, I'm going to get out the fucking car. I don't know. This leaves me thinking. But what do you guys think? Comment below and tell me if you guys believe Meg's story, if you guys believe Tory's story, and if we're just gonna, like, leave it in the court of law. I'm gonna leave it in the court of law and leave it the way it is. Like, Tory, I might not be able to fuck with you on a personal level anymore, but if you drop a hit, am I gonna bump it? Maybe. Like, I'm not gonna say, because anybody knows, like, all my real day one YouTubers, y'all know that I've been bumping Tory. Like, I fuck with his music. So I don't know. I'm still gonna listen to his music if it's a good song. But, like, I just gotta see how that shit play out in the court of law. I'm not the judge or the jury. And now I am actually very fucking confused. So I'm going to just leave it in the court of law. But like he said, anybody who does agree with Tory, do not turn on Meg, because she don't need any of that. Meg has been through so much this year, yo. So much this year. So just let that resonate. It's your girl, Chris Kanique. Comment below, tell me y'all opinions on this live and what you guys think.